Hey there, Bible curious minds. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's both fascinating and, well, frankly, a bit messy: polygamy. From Abraham's bustling household to King David's complex family tree, the Old Testament paints a picture of a world where multiple wives seem pretty commonplace. But hold on before you start picturing ancient harem dramas. Let's unravel the complexities of what the Bible actually says about this practice. Firstly, it's crucial to remember that the Bible isn't a monolithic codebook. The Old Testament, with its rich tapestry of historical narratives, legal codes, and prophetic pronouncements, reflects the evolving cultural landscape of ancient Israel. Polygamy, in a sense, emerged from this context. Factors like warfare, the desire for lineage and inheritance, and even societal structures all played a role in its prevalence. But here's the twist. While the Bible records instances of polygamy, it doesn't necessarily endorse it. In fact, there are plenty of cautionary tales woven throughout the scriptures. Remember Rachel and Leah? Their rivalry, fueled by Jacob's favoritism, paints a bleak picture of the emotional turmoil polygamous relationships could bring. And let's not forget King Solomon, whose wisdom couldn't shield him from the political and social chaos that erupted within his sprawling household. Now, before you jump to conclusions, let's delve deeper into specific biblical passages. Remember that Leviticus 18:18 prohibits a man from marrying two sisters, a hint that monogamy was indeed the ideal. And what about Deuteronomy 17:17, which instructs kings not to take many wives? Does this suggest a subtle shift towards monogamy as a preferred state? Hold that thought, because here's where things get really interesting. Fast forward to the New Testament, and Jesus himself paints a starkly different picture. In Matthew 19:4-6, he explicitly quotes Genesis, stating that from the beginning God made them male and female, and goes on to emphasize the one flesh union of marriage. Does this definitively outlaw polygamy for Christian communities? Well, that's where interpretation comes in. Throughout history, various Christian denominations have grappled with this question. Some argue that Jesus' teachings effectively nullify Old Testament practices like polygamy, while others see room for a more nuanced understanding. Ultimately, the interpretation of these passages remains a subject of ongoing theological debate. So, where does that leave us? With more questions than answers, probably. But here's the beauty of exploring these complex biblical themes. It pushes us to engage in critical thinking, to delve deeper into the historical context, and to see the Bible as a living document, constantly evolving and enriching our understanding of faith and humanity. Before we wrap up, a quick nudge from your friendly neighborhood Bible enthusiast. If you're enjoying this deep dive into biblical mysteries, hit that subscribe button. The journey through Scripture is